Fantasy Cosmetica is dropping a new collection and I am here to demo it today. My name is Rachel. Hello and welcome if you are new. And if you're not new, thank you so much for coming back. We have the Ranger collection. We have a palette, we have a fragrance, and we have nail polishes. I believe this is the first time that they are doing nail polishes, so that is so exciting. I am going to be doing 2 looks with the palette, and I will give you close-ups and swatches of the palette. I will talk to you about all the products in the collection, and then I will give you my initial thoughts at the end. Of course, this is not a review. I have to use these products more than twice to get my final thoughts, but I wanted to at least showcase the products for you, give you some information so you could either decide if this is something you want to pick up, or maybe you're just here for fun and entertainment, whatever it is. Thank you for being here. I will link this collection down below when it becomes available. I'll just put Fantasy Cosmetica's site linked down below in my description box. And I do have an affiliate code with Fantasy Cosmetica. It is Rachel. It will save you 10% on your purchase, and it is affiliated, so I do get a small commission if you use that code. And I am also gonna list everything that is on my face in both looks in the description box. So the Ranger collection, they sent a postcard with all of the products. Love the art. And Fantasy Cosmetica is a fantasy-based indie brand out of Washington State. So they do a lot of really cool concepts with their collections. They have an incredible eyeshadow formula. So let me just read you a little blurb here. It says, a ranger moves through the sun-dappled forest, following a trail of broken branches and fresh tracks. With an arrow nocked and eyes sharp, they slip into the undergrowth, unseen but always watching. We have, of course, the crown jewel, in my opinion, is the eyeshadow palette. They are doing their usual, or like their most common size palette, which is a 9-pan palette. Love the outer packaging. And on the inside, we have this gorgeous color story, half warm tones, half cool toned greens. Very interesting color story. They always do a really good job of making their color stories cohesive and packable and small, obviously, but there is quite a lot of variety in here that you can get several different looks. So I appreciate that. Yeah, really beautiful. So let me show you some close-ups and swatches of the palette while I give you information. The palette is retailing for $38.99. It is vegan and cruelty-free. It was made in China. And like I said, Fantasy Cosmetica is out of Redmond, Washington. The collection will launch on April 30th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And I'm also gonna put all of this pricing information, release date information down in the description box as well, if you're wondering. So yeah, this is look number 1. I haven't done look number 2 yet while I'm filming this intro, but I will also be doing a second look as well. Then let's get to the nail polishes. I think this is so fun. They look so beautiful. Now, of course, in the close-ups, I only just gave you close-ups of the actual bottles because I did just get my nails done, so I can't paint my nails, and there's no way I'm painting my toenails and putting my bare feet on the internet. Absolutely not. So hopefully someone else will do nail swatches. I'm sure Fantasy Cosmetica is gonna do them on their site. There were 4 polishes, but one of them actually came broken and it got out of the box that it was in. It like kind of dried onto the box, so I had to just throw it out. It was completely destroyed. The 4th one that they came out with that broke was like a very dark color. These ones are a little more like warm tone, really, really beautiful. So we have the shade Fang right here. I'm trying to give you this without it being too much of a glare. This is Claw, which is like kind of matches my eyes, like a bronzy orange. And then we have Talon, which looks so pretty. It's like a cranberry with some multicolor sparkles in it. So Thorn is the other color that I don't have. So Claw and Thorn retail for $10.99. Talon and Fang retail for $11.99 because I do believe those ones are like shifting nail polishes. You can get all 4 for $42.99. And it says, due to shipping regulations, perfumes and nail polishes are only available in the US. Then we have the fragrance. Now, I'm not a big fragrance lover. I don't love to have a ton of, I just like body sprays. I feel like I'm very sensitive to strong scents, and a lot of perfumes are just very strong for me. Even if I only spray 1 or 2 sprays, it's intense for me personally. So I wanted just the little sample. Did I smell this? I feel like I tried, but I didn't want to open it all the way. So it says, thank you for trying our Ranger fragrance. Enjoy the crisp scents of tomato leaves, cypress, lemon, rosemary are the top notes. The heart notes are fern, mint leaves, jasmine, and basil. And the base notes are cedar, fir, and tiger grass. That straight up smells like plants to me. Literally smells like basil and rosemary. Not a scent I personally would wear. It's a little too planty for me. But I definitely, can you order, I'm thinking, let me see. Yeah, you can order this little sample for $2.29. I would definitely recommend that if you're unsure about like whether or not you would like a scent like this, because yeah, rather than buy a big one and then you don't like it. So I would definitely suggest this. And I feel like because it's so strong, you could use this quite a few times, you know, depending on how much you use. It's very, very planty, grassy, basil-y. So do with that information what you will. So it says, I already told you the 1 milliliter sample retails for $2.29. You can get a 10 milliliter perfume for $16.99. You can do a 30 milliliter perfume for $32.99. There are a whole bunch of bundle deals. I will list them all in the description box. I don't need to go through them, talk through them. You can just go to the description box. I will list all the bundle deals that are going to be available there. I did receive this collection in PR from the brand, and of course I would love to know your thoughts. After seeing this initial little reveal, what are your thoughts? Are you excited to pick these things up from the collection? What are you excited to pick up from the collection? Are you thinking of skipping on this one? Let me know. Whatever it is, let me know down in the comments. I love hearing from you. I love just like hearing what you're doing right now, what you're shopping for, what you're not buying, what you're using in your collection. Let me know. And yeah, I think I'm gonna send you off now to the first look. I'm gonna do my first look with the Ranger palette. Very excited. If you look at this palette and you know me, you know what part of the palette I'm the most excited about. The warm tones, okay? So that's what I'm gonna play with today. My next look, I will play with the greens. And I think maybe for short form, at some point I will do a look combining the two colorways or whatever. But I can definitely see that this is kind of two monochromatic layouts in one. I'm risking it. I did my face makeup first. I never do that, but I am in a little bit of a hurry today. So we gotta do what we gotta do. Of course, I'm sure I already said I will put everything in the description box that I'm wearing on my face in both looks, and I have already primed my eyes. I'm gonna go in with the shade Trek, this really pretty peachy color, and I'm gonna put this through the crease. Very pigmented, as I expect from the brand. I'm also gonna take that shade and run it under my lower lash line as well. I'm gonna take the shade Tame right here and put this in the outer corner. And once again, I'm gonna take that same shade and put it on my lower lash line. See these two mattes, just these two mattes together. I love it. I love it. I just love these warm tone, like peachy terracotta shades. I don't know, something about them just makes me so happy. So let's continue. I'm gonna go onto my lid with the NYX Glitter Primer. I wanna first go in with the shade Snare and put this on my lid. Oh, it looks so beautiful. It almost looks like it shifts the exact two colors of the mattes that I used. Maybe a little more of like a coral and then like a lighter peach. That is absolutely beautiful. And then for my inner corner, I want to use the shade Ambush right here, which looks like a multi-chrome. So probably not gonna get the best shift putting it in the inner corner, but I wanna try it out. I am actually gonna spray the brush as well. Wow, that is such a fun color. I feel like there's some green in there. I still see that peach. That's gonna be so pretty all over the lid as well. All right, well, this was a pretty quick look. I'm gonna go off camera. I'm going to finish up my eyes, put something in my waterline, mascara, liner, all of that, and I will come back to show you the final look. You wanna say hi to your fans? No, okay. So anyway, this is look number 1. What do you think? This type of look just speaks to me. It's the look I feel the most me in, just a really warm tone, pretty simple look. It's not overly colorful, it's not boring and neutral. I mean, I like boring neutrals too, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I love this look. The shimmers look absolutely beautiful. The mattes blended like a dream. They were pigmented. I love it. I really don't have anything negative to say, so happy about that. I actually was surprised. I thought this shade that I used in my inner corner was not gonna be bright enough for me, but it is. It worked out great. So that's it. Now, of course, I will say the other half of this palette are like cool tone greens, which are not my favorite colors to wear. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about the look I create. I'm sure it's gonna be beautiful. I mean, these shadows work like a dream, but I know I'm gonna prefer this look just in terms of color story. So now I'm gonna send you off to the next look. All right, I'm back to create a second look with the Ranger palette, and I wanna play with the greens today. So let's just jump right in. I'm going to go in with the shade Hunter here. I'm gonna put this kind of in the outer corner and the crease and just kind of pack it on. Really pigmented. I'm gonna take a little tiny like pencil brush. This one is from Blend Bunny from the Lynn's Makeup Looks collection in L03 with no additional product. And I'm just going to blend the edges of that green in small little circles. I think I might take the shade Explore, this like pistachio pastel green, and blend the edges out with this same brush. I just don't know if it's gonna be too white based, if it's gonna look funky, but we'll try it. Actually, that looks nice. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the shade Strider here on the outer corner. I'm gonna go onto my lid with the NYX Glitter Primer, and I wanna go on to my lid with the shade Marksman right here. It is so beautiful. I can't wait. Oh my goodness. That is incredible. Wow. It is so bright and shiny. It's kind of got an iridescence to it, but it's not completely like a see-through base. So gorgeous. All right, I am back with some more makeup on my face. Let's continue with the eye look. I am going to go in with the shade Strider, that darkest matte I used, and I am going to run this on my lower lash line. I'm going to blend that out with the shade Hunter, that Kelly green shade. And I'm gonna take a little tiny bit of that pistachio green called Explore and blend that out. And I'm hoping that that shade Explore will be bright enough for my inner corner. Let's try it. If not, I can layer a matte white over it. Nope, that's bright enough for me. I want to incorporate this really pretty dark shimmer called Wilderness. I want to put it on my lower lash line in the inner part of my lower lash line, and I'm going to spray the brush. In my waterline, I'm going to use ColourPop's Cream Gel Liner in the shade Exit. All right, and this is the finished look number 2. What do you think? I'm feeling very shiny. I mean, I think color story wise, I definitely prefer the first look just because I am drawn to warm tones, but I will say all of the shades, I used every single shade in I almost threw the palette. I need to calm down. I used every single shade. I mean, I only used this one in a really small part of my eye, so I'm not getting like the full effect of what it looks like. I will continue using this palette, but there are no duds in here. There are no dud shades as expected from the brand. They have a phenomenal formula. And if you like this color story, I would say that you wouldn't be disappointed in the quality if you're looking for pigmented mattes and very shiny shimmers. These aren't like barely there shimmers, like an ethereal little dusting of sparkle. No, they are, as you can see by the one on my lid, they are out there, they are shiny, they are like the star of the show, but the mattes are also very good. So yeah, very excited to have this in my collection. Thank you, Fantasy Cosmetica, for sending it my way. I will continue using it. I will put it in a palette ranking in the future when I get my full and final thoughts, but just my first and second impression is it's the good Fantasy Cosmetica quality that I expect. I like the layout of it. I enjoy this mix of colors. It's a very interesting mix of colors. I think for springtime, it's absolutely beautiful. So yeah, of course, let me know your thoughts now after seeing this video. What do you think? What do you think about this collection? Are you excited to pick it up? Are you gonna skip whatever it is? Let me know, and I will see you in another video really soon. Bye.